Alright guys, welcome back to the replay of Sunday Night Dead. Please enjoy the short little cemetery video as we wait to begin.
Welcome to Sunday Night Dead.
And of course I hit the wrong screen and restarted my intro because I'm late and I'm rushing and I need to focus. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Sunday Night Dead. I have a cool stack too. I haven't opened it yet. But anyway, tonight, whatever you want to call it, has been seriously chaotic. I really hate that I screwed up and accidentally clicked the screen and play my video from the beginning again. Hate making mistakes. But I guess we're all human and it happens. I literally had to throw all this together. So there's a few things I'm missing from tonight. Because my display, I literally started I started bringing in like all my animatronics. And funny enough, the moment I started unplugging them is when like people just kind of kept coming. And it didn't stop. So it's just crazy. My day has just been crazy. We also had some like rowdy people here, which was a little uncomfortable. We had like a seriously huge crowd outside today, which was a little nuts. Let me see. I can actually show you guys a picture. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing that's going to like be hard is like trying to make sure I'm on here by 9, which I'm glad I stopped doing these at 8 and I pushed them to 9, but even like that doesn't really like seem like it's enough. So it's like I'm probably just gonna have to get on here when I get on here. But like literally this is the crowd of people that we had out front today. That's not even me out there. Like, none of us are out there. That's literally just people that stopped by. So, like, we were just, like, bum rushed and bombarded by people today, and it was insane. Whew, focus for the live. So, yeah, definitely. I got to take a deep breath. It's just been crazy. So, I ended up getting a fight with the guy across the street because he's a dickhead. And, yeah. Crazy day. So, to start my weekend, you know, everybody loves the display except for that guy, who actually came over for the second time now and bitched. And, congratulations to him, because due to his outrageous support of being obnoxious and trying to start shit with me, he's just validated that we are going to make this display even bigger, brighter, louder, and more obnoxious. So congratulations, dude. See, here's the way I look at it, okay? I literally look at it this way, and I'm not trying to sound like obnoxious by saying this, but this is like kind of like the complete truth. And there's actually still, I can see them through my window, there's still people actually sitting out front looking at the stuff that isn't blow-ups, like the 12-foot Inferno pumpkin skeleton guy and stuff. So, like, I literally still have people lining up out front to see the display, and it's off. So, like, this is phenomenal. But here's how I look at it. I literally invest so much time, I invest so much money into this, and then this guy just can't even have the decency to not be a dickhead and just mind his own frickin' business for the expense of so many people being happy. Like, I literally do all this stuff because I love when people come here and they say how happy it makes them, they appreciate it, they thank me for doing it, because they know it's for them. You know, when people see a house that's decorated and it's done well, it's for the public. All this guy has to keep his frickin' mouth shut and mind his own damn business for the greater good of everybody stopping by, and he just can't seem to do that. So, at this point, I'm on the market for a second hearse, because why not? Let's piss the guy off. I don't know about a Christmas gargoyle. Oh, I'm going to, because honestly, the worst thing you could do is tell me that what I'm doing annoys you, because I'm going to make it 10 times worse. And then people are going to enjoy it 1,000 times more. So, and honestly, what I'm doing isn't that bad. It's obnoxious, but I'm not bothering anybody. Like, all you have to do is just stay in your fucking house and mind your own business. It ain't that big of a deal. You don't like it, stay inside or go somewhere else. But this guy is so bad, it literally gets to the point where he will literally, like, pull up the street and park in the street, and he will do a K-turn and go down the other way because he won't even come past my house. It's freaking hilarious. It really is. It's just fucking comical. So this guy literally won't come nowhere near the house, and he also won't even let his kids see the display. He literally, like, shields his kids getting them to the car, because God only knows why, but the kids can't see it either. I don't know. Everybody else loves it, but this guy's, yeah, I don't know. I really don't get it. And this is a guy that literally talks to nobody. And, you know, what was it? Who left a good comment? I think it was, I don't want to say the wrong name, so let me get the correct name here. Brenda. Okay, so Brenda left a comment on my photo of showing him over there actually arguing with me. I would love to put the video up of it, but it's a lot of vulgar words. Not that you guys would be surprised, because you kind of hear that on the daily, and you probably just heard a lot now. And the only thing is, though, is for the fact that I don't want to show that, because I feel like that would be me putting him on the spot, and I feel like that could cause an issue, so I really don't want to do that. But Brenda left the #1 comment of all time saying maybe he needs a referral to a good realtor. Congratulations to you, Brenda. I agree. He needs to just get the out and bye-bye, because I ain't got time for that shit. Everybody else loves it. Everybody else is happy. I literally just had another mom bring her kid that the kid constantly begs to come here. We actually have another house, which I have yet to film, but it's a little lacking, but they have a 12-foot skeleton, a ton of other skeletons and animatronics. They've got their house all the way decked out already because they seen mine, and then they already went full bore with theirs. So I do actually have intentions on filming theirs. It's not as colorful and nice as my setup, but nonetheless, it's a giant setup. So I'm going to have to show you guys that sometime soon. But the sad thing is, I literally yesterday actually had a mom stop by who was probably late 30s, early 40s. And she actually kind of started getting like teary-eyed and everything. And she said that that her son would have loved to have seen the display because he really loved Halloween. And her son actually died last month. And, you know, that was one of those things where it was like, it just like, just take my heart out and put it in front of your car and run it over. Like that's exactly what that was. And I just, it really hurt to hear that. But, you know, that's why when people complain about things going up early, it's like, one, I have so much to set up. And then two, you know, those are the things. Like, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what might happen. And maybe had I had the display up in July, you know, maybe someone would have actually been able to see it before, you know, having something happen. So, you know, that's why I don't have time for these grumpy people. Like, if you're going to be grumpy and you're going to be a Grinch that's going to steal Halloween and Christmas, then by all means just go crawl in a hole somewhere. I have no time for your shit. I really don't. So anyway, now that we're past that, I do see that we have Charlene in the chat. So hello, Charlene. I actually have a box here to open up from you. Now you sent, just kind of confirming this since you're on the chat, you sent two boxes, correct? Because I did get this one, but then I think you sent me an email saying something about one coming Friday and saying that it arrived there. I actually went to the post office yesterday and they said that nothing arrived. So just to confirm, did you send me two packages or just this one from the Halloween Express? Because I do have that one. That one I'm going to open up on the screen. All right, let's see if I can bring the mic a little bit closer. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better for you guys. So I do have that, and I have another package open. So I have two packages to open. One of them is from Charlene, and one of them is actually from the build kits that I get. Yeah, it really bothered me. It really did. But, you know, that's why, you know, in my eyes. Okay, so Charlene, since there is a lag between you and me, tell me how many packages I should have received from you, one or two. If it was two, then we're going to have to double check on tracking because they said they didn't have a second one. So just to clarify, making sure I'm not screwed up on the emails there. But yeah, you know, because like even how I live my life, like I'm very like I like to do things in the moment. And like my wife will be like, yeah, but you're so young, you know, you got forever. And I'm like, no, like if I want something and there's something I want to do it now if I can do it now, because tomorrow, the next 5 seconds from now, none of it is ever guaranteed. Nobody has a written contract saying, hey, you're going to live another 3 years or anything like that. You're like, you don't know, you know. So that's why for me, I don't really believe in time too much. I believe in like in the moment, like let's do things. Because of that. Okay, so 2 boxes. All right, so we are going to have to figure that. So Charlene, you'll be able to see what is inside of this box, and then we can go from there. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to actually hop on that right away. So because of the fact that I've been so busy with the display and drama across the street, I don't have a meme of the week set up. I don't have a question of the week set up. So if anybody has a question they want to ask, feel free to do that now because we don't have one. I do have a replay video that I put on here like about 10 minutes before starting. And then we've got the mail because we got some stuff. So you guys go ahead and post your questions, and I'll pick a question to answer. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get over to the mail. I'm going to start with the one that I have opened, which actually is a gift from the Model Builds. So this is something not necessarily a gift because I do YouTube or whatever. It's actually something that I was given to from the company that does the models because everything's been backed up. And, you guys seen, I haven't posted a model build video in so long. So we actually did receive the gift from them. So I'm going to show you guys that now. It's actually, dun, 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 Ghostbusters figures. So these are staying in the box, number one. But pretty cool. So it is a whole box with, there we go, with the Ghostbuster figures there. So these guys are actually scaled size to the model car that we're actually building, which is seriously epic. But like I said, I'm going to leave these guys in the box. Just because that's freaking awesome. So I'm actually really excited and happy that they sent me this. So it does kind of make up for the lacking in kits that I've been receiving. So definitely awesome. I'll probably have to do an actual video on these sometime when I do get back into the model builds, just to give you guys a more up close look at these. Because with the glare and everything, you really can't see them all too well in there. But definitely a cool thing to receive. So really happy about that. And in here we have a box, which is Halloween Express. So, if it says Halloween Express, it's got to be something seriously epic. So big thanks to Charlene, who is one of our channel members and a subscriber that's on here that you guys have seen commenting, because this is a package from her. Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't even use a knife. I used a freaking pen. It's comical. Digging on in here. Ooh, I smell sugar. Like, I got a whiff of sugar, so this has got to be candy. I think some trick-or-treaters are going to be happy, because I smell it. I smell candy. Nice whiff of sugar in here. Okay, so, first, for every kid, they have a favorite. And that favorite is bubble wrap. So there's some bubble wrap. Cool. Holy crap. Alrighty. Oh my god, this smells amazing. Oh, I don't know if this can make it till Halloween. So, we've got a bag of pixie sticks, a bag of pixie sticks, a bag of pixie sticks. Hey look, more pixie sticks. And some more pixie sticks. And another bag of pixie sticks. Holy crap. That's a lot of pixie sticks. Check that out. That is amazing. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like Pez almost. Oh my god, that's amazing. So, this is... Let's see. Does this say how many pixie sticks this is? Let's see if this is how many it is. Somewhere it's got to say how many this is. That is a lot of pixie sticks. I don't know how many's in here. 24 servings per container. So is that 24 in here? No. I don't know. That's a lot of pixie sticks. I'm going to say there's... I would like to actually find the number on here. It'd be neat if it actually tells me how many is in here. I don't know. I have no idea. But there's got to be at least... There's got to be at least 1,000 pixie sticks in here. Holy crap. That's seriously awesome. So we are definitely set on Halloween candy. That's awesome. Seriously, I can't say thanks enough, Charlene. That is really cool. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. You know, honestly, that's actually pretty smart. You know, anytime I've given out Halloween candy, I've always like gone to the stores and seen like all the bags of like the stuff that's like outrageous and never really thought of like, cause I've always tried. Everybody does. You try to think of like what the most efficient thing is like that you could get. And holy crap! Okay, Charlene said there was 2,000 in there. That is awesome. That is seriously awesome. So you try to think of like what can you get that's going to be like relatively affordable, and make sure you have enough where you don't run out of candy. I think I'm set. Wow, 2,000. That's creative. Honestly, I would have never ever thought of, or honestly, I would have never assumed to try doing pixie sticks for Halloween. But you know what? Kids love them, and with that many, like, that's awesome. So I really do appreciate that, because that's really going to help, considering I'm sure I'm going to get slammed for Trick or Treat this year. So that is seriously epic. And yeah, guys, nobody trying to make a bet to challenge me to eat all those, because I don't want to die. They got to make it to Halloween, but they do smell good. As soon as I opened the box, it smelled amazing. That's awesome. That is really good. Honestly, a lot of kids are going to be happy, and you know, everybody's going to be able to appreciate that, because it's going to get handed out to everybody. So that's awesome. So big thanks for that. So yeah, so I did receive this. If there was something else coming, we'll have to look into that. Just send me an email and we'll figure things out from there. But yeah, that's seriously cool. Thank you so much again. Alright, so did anybody... Okay, more stuff to come. Awesome. Definitely can't wait. Alright, so I'm going to go back in the comments here and look around a little bit. Matt said, "Be right back, kids. Need another cold snack." I didn't even open mine yet. That's how late I am to all this. So Jennifer says there is cereal from the new Ghostbusters movie Afterlife that you can buy. Really? I didn't know that. I actually would like to... Yeah, so here's a question. So, because I don't eat really breakfast at all. But I know when I was younger, you used to get cereal and they came with toys. I don't think they do anymore, honestly. I don't think cereal comes with toys anymore. Not that I know of. But let's be honest, if this Ghostbuster cereal comes with like little freaking toys, I'm buying every box of cereal until I get a little Ecto one. I'm not even lying. I will buy every freaking box on the shelf and hope to God I get the Ecto one. And yeah, Sandra on here, your neighbor clearly doesn't know your YouTube name. Yeah, my YouTube name starts with revenge, so try me. I did see the trailer where the ghosts are the marshmallows, and I thought it was cool. I did see that trailer. Matt, I did actually fly my drone. I flew it into the freaking transformer for the freaking power, which luckily didn't damage it. The only thing I will say is I definitely want to try to get, I want to get the display up, especially with how far you're going to be coming, because I still have 2 more animatronics that are coming that are not here yet because Spirit Halloween is being retarded and going through some weird thing where even the stores don't even have the animatronics now. So I don't even know when they're going to come, but I do have 2 more animatronics. I actually found out today, so this is something photo worthy if I can show you guys, and I have to get my hands on this. I was actually watching another YouTuber that was inside of a Lowe's filming, and for some reason my Lowe's is behind, but there is a Lowe's that actually has a Freddy Krueger animatronic, and I am already obsessed. I found nothing online of this, whatever, but this guy's seen it in the store, and of course purchased it, and I've got to get my hands on that. I honestly, I would stand him right here and just have him up all year round because I'm the Freddy guy. So, you know, that would be epic. And you know, since I told you guys I didn't have a meme of the week, I actually do have a meme of the week. I didn't have it uploaded, but here's today's meme of the week. Complaint department, take a number. You know, I feel like I need to sign out front. There we go. Here's our meme of the week. Now we're caught up. Now we're back on schedule. All right, Matt, definitely. Yeah, so, all right. So, Matt, I don't know if you know or not, Stephanie has a shirt for you. You guys are more than welcome to talk about it in the chat if you want. Do you want Stephanie to send that here where I can pass it off to you, or do you want to make arrangements where it can be sent to you? I have no problem if it comes to my P.O. box. I can hold it aside for you. I know we don't cross paths like, you know, that frequent. Yeah, my display would warrant a Friday Night Flights, definitely. Yeah, Jennifer, they are. So myself and JP Videos were actually supposed to go to a Spirit Halloween on Saturday, and he actually happens to know the manager of the store, and you know, the person had said like, hey, like there's not a guarantee that we're going to have the animatronics, you know, yada yada yada. So, you know, me and Jay were talking, and he ended up telling me that the guy got a hold of him and said, hey, like, we're opening, but there's no animatronics. So, you know, needless to say, we didn't end up going. So, and it's kind of crazy. I've always been the inflatable guy, but now I've kind of gotten into animatronics a little bit. They're a pain in the ass doing setup and things like that. But, you know, it's all fun. It really is. All right, Matt. So, yeah, as long as you're okay with that and you know I have it, you know, then, yeah, I'll hold on to it for you. And then, you know, whenever we cross our paths. So, yeah, Stephanie, go ahead and send that here then. And we'll make sure it, you know, it gets in the hands of Matt. Yeah, I'm not surprised because Spirit Halloween, honestly, they're biggest known for the animatronics. So it does kind of suck that, you know, they're not all You know, I know a lot of YouTubers like to get to the flagship, but I don't care to go. You know, I'm not that crazy. I'm more inflatable than animatronic, if anything. But I'm trying to incorporate the animatronics just because I have like all this yard space now. All right, Matt, definitely. And yeah, I would love to see what you do with a Friday Night Flights video in my yard. So yeah, so guys, also don't forget, um, you know, I'm going to throw this out there too. Is that if anybody does happen to be out and sees anything cool that they think would be awesome, you know, out in my yard, you know, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. It could be, you know, I mean, even a dollar store has cool stuff. You know, if you guys happen to come across something and want to send it up, you know, my PO box is in the About tab, and in the description of my edited videos. So if anybody finds something and they want to send it up, you know, to be out in the yard in the display, feel free to do so. Just like how, you know, even Charlene sent up the candy that was freaking awesome. That was really phenomenal. You know, so anybody that wants to do anything to pitch in, definitely very much appreciated. Or if you wanted to do a donation, you guys can always feel free to super chat or send something directly to the PayPal or Facebook Pay. Oh, like exhausted. So much running around. I feel like I don't even have a weekend anymore, honestly. Not that I ever really felt like I had a weekend, but like every day is like freaking work, man. Every day is like work. I still have some shorts I could throw up, you know, from like tonight, but it's like, it's just so crazy. So, like I said, guys, you know, feel free for all that stuff. Now, I do have an offer out right now. I don't want to give any names, but there is actually a haunted house, you know, scare park, scream park, whatever you want to call it, that I'm currently negotiating with, who might be making a substantial donation in exchange for, you know, signage out in the yard for like a promotion kind of thing. Now, I am only, like, if there's a screen park that wants to advertise in my lawn, I'm only accepting one. I'm not going to be advertising for, you know, every screen park in the area, because that's like putting Coke and Pepsi in the same, you know, I can't advertise Coke and I can't advertise Pepsi. I have to advertise one. So I am still trying to press the issue on this with this one screen park, but I'm still kind of waiting on, you know, terms. But as it comes down to, I'm only going to allow one screen park to advertise in my display, and honestly, it really comes down to whoever has the better offer and whoever actually gets to me first. So just throwing that out there in case anybody watching this happens to be involved in the screen park I'm currently working with. Or, you know, if you guys know any other screen parks, you know, that are local, near the Jim Thorpe area in Pennsylvania, within like an hour radius, then that's just something to kind of throw out there, is that I'm only accepting signage for one, and that's where it's going to stand at. So, you know, hopefully this little deal kind of works through fast, because for certain obvious reasons, I don't have a lot of patience with things, and it's kind of holding me up. So, yeah, if we're going to scratch each other's backs, then, you know, this is one of those things that needs to kind of hurry up a little bit, you know, type of deals. But if there's any other screen park out there that is interested in doing something for advertisement, then by all means, feel free to contact me, and we can, you know, talk some terms here. Yeah, that is your pen, ain't it? No, wait. Is it? I don't know. It says People's First. Maybe it is your pen. No, here, have a pen. I don't know. It was on my desk. Alright, Jonathan's Inflatable Decor Reviews and Displays. Oh, make sure you have your videos set where you can comment on them, because I tried to comment on your one video and I couldn't comment. It was set to not comment, so. But Anyway, guys, all right, let's go ahead and get on with looking back. So I'm going to show you guys the final paranormal investigation video that I have on the channel that was successful, because there's one more which was kind of dumb. This is also the last time we seen Cliff. I don't really know where he went, but Cliff kind of, he kind of went off and did his own thing. I don't know why. And here we are clicking the wrong stuff again. Jesus Christ. Constantly hitting the wrong... This mouse sucks. So we're going to go back and show this video. Now, this is actually the Concrete City Paranormal Investigation. Now, I did talk to JP Videos. We do have plans to go back to Knox Mine. That is confirmed. And we are going to talk about doing some other spots. Now, as you guys know, he really did kind of lay off of doing the live streams, so that's kind of where things are a little bit tricky. So, just in case anybody's wondering, and especially just because I kind of brought up the whole Cliff thing, in case anybody's wondering, there are no issues with, me and Jay doing anything paranormal. It's just, I started working again. And he really isn't doing the live thing. So there's a lot of stuff that we still have to figure out and kind of get working. But it's not something that went away. It's just, it's kind of, we haven't been able to have the means to do it. So I know some people were worried about that in the last video and made a few comments on that. So just don't worry about that. They're, me and Jay and RJ and Matt and, we're all tight. So, don't freak out. But as far as Cliff, I don't know where Cliff went, but he was in this video, and I don't know why, but this was the last time that we've seen him. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started with it. Hopefully you guys enjoy.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a video that a lot of you guys have been asking me where it's been, why it hasn't been uploaded. And before I continue with it, I'm just going to point this out. For me, this was probably my least favorite ghost hunt that we actually conducted. I was very excited for it, but when we got there, things went south really quick. I do have footage, I do have evidence of paranormal activity. However, during the course of the time, we were interrupted. There was some riffraff going on, and we had to investigate that, myself and RJ, since I'm the one who actually has protection against people. We had to go make sure that the cars were okay and that things weren't going on. There was a crazy bonfire going on and a whole bunch of ATVs and off-road vehicles. That it got a little bit out of hand, and it was a huge party with a lot of drinking and things like that. So we went back to check on the cars, and at that point, it's pretty much when my video ended. But there's a lot that happened that nobody knows about, that nobody's seen, that I have some footage of. It's not great footage, but it is footage. I tried to record some of the stuff off on my phone. So, if you guys want to know what happened, aside from the paranormal activity, then stay tuned for this video, because I'm going to show you guys everything. I'm going to pop in and out and explain to you guys what happened the entire time. But before we do get started, I did want to point out, I actually found this book on Amazon. If any of you guys are into reading books, this one is actually about abandoned structures that are in Pennsylvania. And if you notice right on the cover art, there's Concrete City. So I'm going to leave a link down below in the description so that way you guys can get this for yourself. It is a very inexpensive book. I forget how much I paid for it. The back of it says $24.99, but I believe I paid only about $15. So if this is a book that you guys are interested in, it's full of color, has plenty of pictures, and lots of writing. It includes Centralia and other places local to the area. Then go ahead, check out the link, and happy reading. And now with that said, guys, hope you enjoy.
Alright guys, so one little bit of a issue. Where we were initially parked, there's actually a car that came back here loaded up with pallets. And from what I understand, it seems like they want to start a bonfire back here, which definitely kind of made us move. But we're curious on how the rest of the night's going to go, because we really don't need somebody starting a forest fire back here, and that could really cause some issues. So we are going to be a little bit on edge from that. One other thing I want to touch base on too, there was a memorial, and we happened to speak to a local. Somebody actually committed suicide back here in November, I believe November 15th, if I'm correct, inside of one of the houses back here. So it's a little unfortunate, but again, we are back here to do a paranormal investigation. So unfortunately now we do know of at least 2 incidences that took place here. The first one being the boy drowning in the pool, and then this most recent one, which the pool, I'm going to show a photo. I found a photo online of what that looked like. Now it's set in, it's all buried, filled in, so you're not going to be able to see it. But you know, at least from the photo, you'll be able to see what would have actually been there. So anyway, we got all the guys with us here as usual, and we're going to make our way down. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I walked up here. It is for the most part, it's soft, but it's a lot harder.
Okay. It'll probably get even harder. It'll get harder as night goes on.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so as far as any video goes, this one's very real. This one's very scary. Borderline, this may have actually been a bad idea. There's actually shotgun shells on the ground here. A lot of them. But as you guys know, I do carry Adam and myself. However, with what's going on up there now, then we really don't know if there could be anybody in here. We see signs of another weapon back here, so it's a little bit scary. We don't know if somebody could just start free shooting stuff. I mean, ideally, whoever had the shotgun shot from right here, because this is where the shells are. I don't know what direction they may have actually shot in. But this is kind of a scary situation. So we're gonna go ahead and set up and really hope for the best. Alright guys, so right now we're actually doing a sweep. Behind us is the houses where they're suspected of where they're going to do this fire at. So right now we're checking this row, which is the row that we intend on working on to stay away from that. So we just want to check, make sure that there's nobody here. So I'm going to start in this house at the far end, and we're going to do a quick sweep, SWAT team style, just to verify. There's nobody. I heard something. Hey, why not get a teammate? I need typically somebody to unholster my gun and hold it. So sorry, I'm holding the flashlight and camera with one hand right here, but got the other hand on my weapon at the moment. Anybody in this building? This is uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. Hello, anybody inside?
Anyone in here?
This is nerve-wracking.
Yeah, this house is clear. I think we're house 4 here for this row.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I think it's either 3 or 4. Okay. We're currently here at the, I believe either house 3 or house 4 in this particular row. I have Ellen from Revenge of the Apocalypse with me. And I just got done clearing the house. We are clear for a paranormal investigation.
I looked at the 2 houses on the end, but I didn't go in because I didn't have a buddy. So.
Oh, I'll come be your buddy. That one right there. On the second floor on this side has a hole in the floor about this big.
It might be Pat.
22.
Buildings are all duplexes, 40 families.
Wow.
Set my camera down right here.
We have to be careful of that.
Yeah.
Let's get rebar happening down. Yeah, they're gonna be loud.
Yeah, this is.
They're gonna be making all kinds of noise.
I think it's done. Yeah, just have a good time.
One more to check.
Yeah, check this side.
One of these has the hole in the roof.
I think it's this one or that one. It's this one. It's one with the face.
All the buildings around us, all the guys here. Got ours. Can I take a picture of you guys?
Yeah, right here.
This building
Matt,
here.
the Wandering Wood, the guy with the one with the face on it.
Adam.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Yep. Sitting in front of Hey, you got an air pump there.
Oh yeah, somebody must have.
Compressor.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, focus.
Got a little bit of low rebar here we're going to have to watch for.
Yeah, the one other building has that as well. Nobody's in here to. Oh shit. Yeah. Alright guys, here we are inside. Starting our investigation, we have split up into teams. So right now it's myself, JP Videos, The Wandering Woodsman, and Out Naturing. Checking out this one building here. Got the camera on the steps, as well as the doll sitting on the steps. So we'll see if anything happens there. Now, as far as this whole thing I talked about earlier with somebody committing suicide, I don't know what building it actually was.
No, we passed by. We passed by?
That's not good. So we already got people interrupting. Can I squeeze by here real quick?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's 2 people out there.
Oh man.
Came up right upon me. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be so crazy. This probably gonna be happening all night.
Well, let's see what happens. I'm gonna start the stream.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't catch what did actually just happen, 2 people just so happened to walk right past Jason as he was sitting up to do the live stream. So it's a little bit creepy knowing that people are actually still coming back here aside from, you know, what we're doing. So I don't know what other people's business would necessarily be to come back here. But we're already having the issue of people now coming back and potentially spoiling what we're doing. So I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that this isn't a bust. So we're going to do what we can do, and hopefully this works out.
Here as a team, I'm joined by Alan, Revenge of the Apocalypse. I'm joined by Mike from Mount Naturing, RJ78 Productions, formerly known as RJR, Adam Tereska, and Matt MPG. And right now we are spread out into 2 groups here. But on the other hand, we also have people that are in the distance planning to have a massive bonfire tonight and doing some partying. We don't know how it's going to affect tonight's stream. It may cause an issue, it may not.
Take a look upstairs here. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's the bonfire.
Alright guys, so this is now the second time for JP Videos and I to come across a fire while doing a paranormal investigation. So, fire's all the way back there. That's where the cars were parked. Move them down a little bit. I am definitely nervous about this.
We do have the K2 set up here. It is right there. It's a solid green light. Anything yellow or above, we do ask them to communicate with us as a yes answer. And if it's anything steady, it possibly could be equipment, but when it flickers like that, it's going to be questionable as to what's going to be triggering it. There is no electricity here. The cell phone, my smartphone, is far enough away. Alan's camera is probably 8 feet away. And as you can see, we got some activity here. So we're going to kill the light and start asking some questions. Keep an eye on the pattern too. If you see any type of movement or anything blacking out, it's not going to be any of us. We will acknowledge if we are inside and what will be going on. But if anyone is here with us would like to communicate, you have multiple ways to communicate with us. On the windowsill here is a K2 meter with a green light. If you try to pick it up or touch it, it will turn to different colors. And if you make it go yellow, that could be a yes answer to our questions. So if you make it go on yellow, to acknowledge that you understand, please do so. There. Solid hit right there.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering. Thank you for understanding and communicating with us. There's the fire.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, we just have to be vigilant while we're doing this because we got a bunch of people on the other end of the property starting a fire right now. Did you used to live here in one of these houses? That was, oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
That went red. Did you used to work for the railroad? may hear some voices in the distance. This is not the best situation for a paranormal investigation. Are you the same person that I saw here many years ago? Try to make it go red for yes. I'm going to back up the camera a little bit more just to make sure it's not me interfering with it. Well. Also on the steps in there, look at that, steady hit. On the steps, Alan does have his Jessie doll with a camera pointed to it. So his video will be showing additional activity. Seriously, this is... yeah.
I can more than guarantee they might end up coming down here too, which is the problem.
I hope they don't. Sorry guys, we're just distracted. There's people like all around us now in the background. We just want to make sure no one's going to be surprising us from behind.
Oh, man, the K2 is really getting active too.
Yeah, they're down here.
Are they? You gotta be
All right guys, hang tight for a moment here.
Guys, heads up.
Good activity, be vigilant.
This side.
I'm going to spin you around and show you that we are not alone out here. This potentially could be a bad situation. Talking about us?
Yeah.
Just hang tight here and wait and see what happens. We don't know what is going on right now. So we just want to make sure everyone's going to be safe here. We all are here together as a group. We are armed. I don't want to have any type of encounter or situation, but we want to make sure everything's going to be okay before we proceed. There's ATVs, you come through. I don't get it. Lights down.
Yeah, put them down. Who would have thought this was going to happen?
I'm concerned about the cars.
Yeah.
Let's see where they're going. Maybe you'll see it. Probably can't see it on camera. There's a glow in the distance. That's a bonfire. They have dozens of pallets. I heard them talking about this. I don't know if they were saying to stay away from this area or...
Yeah, they were saying something about, do you see the lights in the building?
Did you hear what those guys were saying?
Something about lights over here or something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they know we're here and they went into one of the houses over there.
Yeah.
They parked over there. So I think maybe they're just going to try to be somewhat respectful and keep their distance from us.
They quiet it down now.
Yeah. So for the time being, I think we can continue as long as nothing gets out of control or they start approaching us. There's those two people that came by before. They surprised the heck out of me.
Yeah, they were
They're
young.
like, can I walk by? I'm like, what? Like, can I walk by? I'm like, oh, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, why are you guys asking if you can walk by?
Yeah,
it wasn't even you guys.
Yeah, I wasn't getting anything at the K2. I went up to the second floor and wasn't really getting anything up there.
And K2's been going pretty good here. Got a couple red hits before.
By the way, is it just me or have you guys, well, you just walked up, but have you seen like the laser grid look a little bit weird every once in a while?
I haven't been focusing on it too much. I've been paying attention to them more. Like I asked them,
seen it out of the corner of my eye.
you guys watching the stream, have you seen any movement on the laser grid at all?
Oh, there we go. That thing.
Yep. Look at it. Yeah, it's going. They got music playing now? Seriously?
Yeah. Well, they got a big bonfire going back up there.
Yeah. Between both teams, Monica, one person in each team is armed. They are carrying. All of us, though, do have weapons, so we are not here unarmed. The question you want me to ask, though, to whoever potentially is communicating with us, please comment now, and then we'll read the report. Yeah, Jason, that is, I agree with you there 100%. We didn't know people were going to be here. Do you still want to communicate with us? Please make the light go yellow. Solid yellow. There you go. Thank you. I do have my flashlight. I didn't set up yet for the flashlight test, so it could potentially bring that up. Wait, be quiet, Cliff. Yeah, so it's amazing that one house away, Matt and the other group had no activity, and the K2 here is going quite active. Alan is sitting here too. I will illuminate briefly just to show he's sitting right there inside the building. These guys are being really loud. You might be able to hear them in the background. Can you move up into the light so we can see you? Alan, can you wave your arm in front of the laser? There.
There you go.
Right here, it sounded like something stepped on like a twig or a branch and it cracked.
It does sound like somebody's walking around.
Yeah. I'm going to spin you guys around for a second to show you what I am looking at here. So whenever I'm showing the flashlight here, and I'm just speaking to you guys, I did hear a crunch, like someone stepped on something here.
I thought I heard something. That was me.
Okay. Back where?
Or the, like in the middle of the...
Yeah, that's
maybe somebody walking around. That's where the waiting pool used to be.
I think you can hear it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to walk to the center and look at the pool if somebody's willing to go.
I mean, I'm good here, so if you want to...
You want to take a look?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Make sure you have lighting or whatever.
Yeah.
What's significant about this, Alan, this waiting pool over here?
A kid drowned in it.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is right here, the spot where the little kid drowned in the pool that they had set up. This would have been the area here.
Now, was this recent or was this back then?
This was not right here. This was back when it was operational.
Oh, okay.
Because they had a community pool in the center.
Mm-hmm. Go over in this area where this brush is here.
Yeah. Then there was also a report of a guy dying in one of the homes, having a heart attack. I'm sure there's probably other deaths too, but nothing else that I saw except for the two.
Yeah.
And then aside from what had happened
recently.
Yeah. How's this been doing?
It was going steady like for a while, like long duration hits, and then it quiets off, and then active again. Confirmed it's a male, lived here, died here, feels like they're trapped here. That's what I was able to get from them so far.
Well, they're actually out. That's
Cliff's up there, okay.
Actually, when I was looking up the information for the boy that drowned, it said there was a older male that had a heart attack and died in one of the buildings.
So during your research, you found out a older person passed away here as well?
Yeah, they had a heart attack. It was a male.
Okay.
So I wondered maybe that.
So that's something new I haven't learned yet. Alan said during research, he discovered that aside from the boy passing away in the waiting pool, that an older gentleman had a heart attack and died as well. aside from the most recent person who took their life just a few months ago. So the K2 is dead quiet right now. Nothing here should be triggering that. No equipment, no electricity, no nothing. Now if you guys want, I'm going to bring you inside the doorway. I could take you inside the building. I can't go upstairs or downstairs in the basement. It will lose signal. But if you guys want to come in there and get a better look at what it would feel like being inside this home, we can head in there.
Are you the man that had a heart attack? Kind of dead for me.
All right, do me a favor. I'm going to bring this in, grab the K2, and then put it somewhere by your doll. Don't be afraid to communicate with us. We're here peacefully and respectfully. We just want to get some answers to our questions, to find out why you're still here, and to maybe find out what I witnessed many years ago when I was here. So if you'd like to communicate, please make the light turn yellow. Please touch the doll. Please walk in front of the grid. Anything you want to do to let us know that you're here. Whoever was at the windowsill with us was very active and communicative. So please don't hesitate to speak with us.
Basement's this way, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the basement's like all busted out. It's not even really like solid ground to be on down there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the basement's like all busted out down there.
Okay.
Not really walking conditions.
I think in a few moments we're going to switch houses. See if we can pick up anything else. My personal feeling right now is whatever was here got spooked or chased away. It's very quiet now. No activity. Alan went downstairs, I went upstairs. That is Matt right there. But it's actually like no activity at all right now. So I don't know if they got scared or if they feel they can't communicate with us or whatever the story is, but we're going to switch houses, in a moment and try a different one. What was Monica asking? Ouija board? No, we don't mess with Ouija boards. I'm not going to. I don't care how much you super chat. I'm not getting a Ouija board. So we're in the next house here. We went over to one full building over to the far side of it now. You can see there's some exposed holes there underneath the steps. So we need to be careful where we step. I would like to take you guys upstairs. I'd have to run upstairs though, so I don't drop signal. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay down here and see what kind of activity we do have. I'm gonna try to bring you guys into the back room actually, so if it gets buffering or anything like that, just stay tuned. I'm gonna try my best to make this quick and painless. Hey, hold on a second, please. All right, so hang on one second. many of you guys still have signal? You're saying lost here. Hang on. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? You're saying offline.
You might have to go all the way out. Maybe if you go out and then bring it back in once it.
It's back? Okay. It's like, yeah, I had to rush through it. I knew it was going to drop signal. No, don't call the cops. We're okay. It's saying connection is unstable. Let me move over to the front here. I think I'm in between the houses here. Yeah, I was losing interference in between the homes here. So we're going to stay to the front of the house here. Unfortunately, it's most I could do. Let me make sure they don't come over here. Are we back? Can you hear us? Can you see us? Everything good?
What somebody said we should call the cops.
Huh?
What somebody said we should call.
Yeah, because the signal dropped out. They thought something happened.
No.
So we got some activity behind us again, not paranormal type, but
It looks like they're on the way over this way.
yeah, we're gonna hope that they come by. We're gonna wait for a few moments to see what happens with these people. We just don't want to have them hang around while we're trying to do this, because we do take it pretty serious. We're not doing this as a gag, but we're hoping that they just respect that we're over here and keep to themselves. So we are in another house now. We are going to set up things once again. We're just going to wait a few moments to see what's happening in the background. People are arriving back in. Yeah, sorry about the lack of signal there. I tried to rush through the house and it ate the signal right up. So we're going to stick to what we can do with what we have to work with here. What did they say?
Did I just hear him say? I really thought I heard him say the white one. That's JP Video. I mean, I could have heard that wrong, but that's.
I really hope not. Alright guys, hang on, we're gonna...
I want to see where the other guys are at.
Everyone doing okay?
Let me see. I'm gonna get my hand free just in case anything.
You guys read me?
I got you.
Looks like they're coming over this way, so be prepared.
That activity.
Alright, these people are making their way over towards us. We're gonna stand our ground here and see what happens. Kill your light. They're going back where our cars are. I'm gonna have to get a new car. I have to get an undercover car.
There's a Jeep. That looks like a Jeep.
Jeep. No, I don't know about you. I kind of want to check on the vehicles and make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, don't have to be a two-person to go over. So.
No, guys, I'm gonna mute you for a second. We'll be right back. Somebody with a walkie-talkie and a gun should go with one other person to check on the vehicles, make sure nothing's wrong with them. They can report back, everything's okay. If something's wrong, we'll come and we'll board.
Yeah.
But go talk to the other guys. Let me find out.
Alright guys, so anybody watching my video, make sure you do watch Jason's live stream for the bit where I wasn't over here. From what I understand, there's actually some pretty good activity. But we are back from going and chatting with who was up there. We wanted to make sure the cars were okay and to make sure that we were okay. And it ended up turning into quite a little adventure on its own. So it's not going to be a good video because I had to use my cell phone for it. But here's the clip of what happened while we were up there.
These guys wanted to go real fast, right? Yeah. The guys wanted to, we were all the way up on the mountain up there. Yeah. And trying to stay out of it as long as I could, so I fall into it, and then I'm gonna sneak over here, fall into it like this. Oh boy. No, you can't do it like that. You gotta kind of get out. Did I not go the right way? Don't step in nothing. Yeah, but. Hold on, stay there. Hop in. Right front tire is really low. Really low? Really low. Like almost flat low? Like almost flat low, yes. Alright. Hello? This guy said the right front tire is low. I am turning around. No, I am already. I love you. Alright, love you. He's turning down. Okay. Slow sucker. As long as it gets me out of here. It's your phone too. Maybe. But anyway, so these guys fucking they go before us because they want to take their claws and their shit to the limit all the time, right? So we just said we'll meet you here. How hard is it? You fucking come here, you're gonna meet people here. And we're like, it's a big field. Like what it is it's a huge square.
Right.
And hopefully that tire is just low. And it's flat. It looks low. Alright, wanna hop out and take a look at it now? Yeah. Here's your phones. Thank you. Yeah, they were on my work phone. Bottom? Yeah, there you go. Top and bottom.
It's not the same as the back.
Okay, alright. So it's not
Probably just traction.
okay, and it might have been that I had everything on one whole fucking shebango there, you know? Go in reverse.
It's on two-wheel. Yeah, straight up. Just probably moving over. It's trying to.
Oh, I might have had a meeting there. So anyway, I go down there, right? We actually, I think we went the way we just went, but it just wasn't that much. It's just really bad, right? And so.
Alright guys, so after taking the ATV ride, which that thing was actually pretty cool, I really enjoyed that. I wouldn't mind getting one for myself so I can stop smashing up the Jeep. But anyway, aside from that, it turned out to be a little bit interesting. And it's thundering outside, that just made this awesome. Anyway, so when we initially got to Concrete City, now I know you guys have seen this in the beginning of the video, I made mention that somebody had recently committed suicide. There was a death there. It was a gunshot to the head. Now, initially I had thought it was, as everybody would assume, it was actually in one of the buildings. However, that's not the case. There's a memorial that was down at the entrance, and that's where it had happened. Now, this is what made things uncomfortable, at least uncomfortable for me. The group of people that was up there, I talked to the guy, so the guy driving the ATV, that was actually his cousin. And I also spoke to the guy's uncle that was there. And they had told me, you know, basically what happened, like he was a big Jeeper, he loved to off-road there, and then just one day they went and they found him with a gunshot wound, gun in his hand. I'm not going to get into anything of, you know, was it set up or, you know, did he really do it? I'm not here to talk about any of that. You know, I don't know. All we know is that it was at least noted that he did it to himself. So I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories over it. But it makes things a little bit difficult when you go somewhere to do a paranormal investigation and there's something recent that happens and then family members of that person are actually there, because you try to be respectful and it's kind of a odd situation. But aside from that, moving on from that, so the story that this guy was trying to explain to us the entire time while he was getting lost and couldn't figure out how to drive the ATV was that he went back there the one day, and from one of the buildings he seen a guy jump out of one of the windows and run across towards like where the pool area was and actually go towards like one of the ATVs that was sitting there empty. He went up and was like yelling to the guy and, you know, trying to talk and like see who it was, and there was nobody there. And he said it was full figured, colored, everything. If I remember correctly off of my memory on this, I think he said it was like a plaid shirt, which is weird because a lot of ghosts of guys wear like plaid shirts. It's kind of odd, but if any of you that have seen a ghost of a person, plaid is like a popular color for that. I don't understand why. But, you know, that was pretty much his story, is that he's verifying that he seen with his own eyes a ghost there. You know, aside from that, I know JP Videos has witnessed paranormal activity there prior to this ghost hunt. He actually did a ghost hunt there prior. So we do have all the evidence that something paranormal is taking place there. There's witnesses that say they've seen things, and, you know, with the recent fatality. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Now I'm going to end this with the shot of RJ and myself going with the Jeep to go pick the guys up. By the time we got back, they were already wrapping things up. It was getting really cold out. So I don't have anything further from that whole time frame. So we picked the guys up, we brought them out, and that's how it closed. So again, sorry for the delay on this. It's just, it wasn't my, you know, biggest thrill to get this one out. It just, you know, I wasn't really happy with how this one turned out. I'm sure this is still a good video, but I just, you know, with the whole interruption and things like that, it just kind of dampened it. And plus I had to have time to sit and make this to explain everything. I just love how there's thunder in the background right now. That's awesome. But anyway, here we go, guys.
Down right now. Copy that. So where your camera was, that's where he wants us to.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can't really see where I'm at right now.
You're good. You're about where you need to be. Now, I think what he was saying about parking along the road was actually down by the road, not down here. But
Maybe.
yeah, because now you're going to draw attention to these houses.
Oh yeah, well they were all back here doing that shit too though, so.
Don't forget, Jay did say that there are some neighbors that would call the cops too, so. Deep spot. You got enough room in here for all of us to get back out?
Sure we could cram in.
7 of us?
Fit Mike in the trunk.
Yeah, right. Somebody can sit on a bumper. How far are you thinking about putting this stuff?
Probably like right here I'll park.
I like hiking in the woods at night.
What's that?
I like hiking in the woods at night.
Yeah. I got woods behind the house. So I'm used to it.
What's that?
I got woods behind the house. I'm used to it. I was literally sitting on my back porch having a cigarette last night. It wasn't.
Oh, there it is.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, oh, Jeep in the woods.
It's like a Tesla. It drives itself.
Yeah.
I think we'll catch them.
Yeah, there they are. Now, was there a plan to stop and eat something somewhere? Or?
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so myself as well. I would agree with that.
Oh, you should have seen the fucking car that came up here, dude.
What was it?
You have to ask RJ. It was some basic car. You're up down there too, right?
Yeah,
yeah, right. So I'll go.
Yep.
I'll go all the way down then. Oh, god damn.
We got lights on that memorial too.
Yeah. Nose off. Damn, now I feel like I can't see. And my headlights are like bright as shit too. And now they're like,
It just shows you how bright those damn things
oh
are.
my god, I know, man. You ride a 4-wheel.
Did you grab your light they had up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure it didn't drop.
Oh, I appreciate the ride, Adam.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was
It's a
great.
fun ride. That
was cool.
I need to get a 4-wheel.
Oh yeah, Adam, you should have been here when we were like earlier. I was fucking hitting the shit. I was all coming up over the fucking windshield.
It's gonna make me some good stuff.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be some good footage.
Nice.
So I brought my GoPro so I can try to get some like slow motion of it too. So I think that would actually be really.
That would be the shit.
Apocalypse.
Alright guys, so I hope everybody enjoyed that look back on the Concrete City Paranormal Investigation. Now, I do actually have some plans on going back to Concrete City relatively soon. On the way back, it was myself, Adam Tereska up in the front seat, and Matt MPG in the back. But I do have plans on going back to Concrete City. I'm actually trying to plan a Halloween model shoot. So to get a girl to do some poses with the hearse, the Mustang, and the Jeep. And one of the locations would actually be the Jeep with Concrete City. So that is something that is kind of in the works right now. So stay tuned if you guys do want to see some more updated footage of Concrete City, because that is something that will be definitely coming along. And yeah, that's a part of the riffraff. And honestly, this is one of those situations where, you know, when people say, you know, we're more afraid of the living than the dead, you know, JP Videos couldn't have nailed it any better than that. Because realistically, what is more dangerous is, you know, you don't know what somebody's capable of doing or what somebody's mentality level is. And I mean, that guy couldn't even drive that damn side-by-side, which was pretty comical. He couldn't even talk. Every time he started to do something, his brain would try to figure out how to drive, and then couldn't even finish the sentence. So it was definitely an adventure on its own, just going in that little ATV ride with him. So for me and RJ, like, we definitely missed a lot of the action during the actual paranormal investigation. So I don't know if it's something that we would ever plan on going back to in the future for a paranormal investigation, at least at night. Maybe during the day, because at night is just, there's way too much riffraff. It's way too dangerous. You know, even the last investigation that you guys just saw me do, you know, in the burned house, I would trust that over being there, because Concrete City is just way too many problems asking to happen. And, you know, we were honestly all worried while being there, but luckily we did have strength in numbers, and that was something that we definitely felt a little bit more easy about having. But even still, you know, it's just, it was a very uncomfortable situation knowing how many other people were still there with us. So anyway, guys, I know we did lose a few people. It is rather late. It's almost 11 o'clock. So I do want to thank everybody for tuning in to this week's episode. And stay tuned, because as far as things go for next week, we have to be very on point. I got to see how things are going to go on with this whole display thing. Even if I have to continue these episodes by just doing live streams outside in the yard, I might just do that. So we'll see what happens, just because there's just so many people that keep stopping by. So we will touch base on that. If anything, I'll do a live stream out in the yard. It just won't consist of all the things that we normally do, like the replay video and this, that, and the other. So make sure you guys stay on tune with the community chat, because I will let you guys know on there what our plan is. But either way, we will be coming back with another video next weekend. So make sure you guys are subscribed and have your bells and everything all set and ready. They were going to fence off Concrete City, and then they didn't. So far, so good. But anyway, I do want to say I hope you guys had a great weekend. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
The apocalypse.